So good afternoon, dear students. We are going to start the class. The last class we have studied covariance, okay, covariance and some various result related to the covariance, variance, expectations, and so on. Okay, and dear students, in this class we are going to study correlation and linear regression. Okay, correlation and linear regression. Right? So what do you mean by correlation first? So, okay, correlation. First of all, correlation. See, correlation means if change in one variable, okay, if change in one variable, that is, one variable may be called as capital X, affect the change in other variable, okay, affect the change in other variable Y, then X and Y are correlated. So correlation அப்படின்னா two quantities இருக்கு அப்படின்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. See, two variables we can have. If the change of one variable affect the change in the other variable, then we can say that, okay, the first variable may be called as X and the second variable may be called as Y. If change of one variable affect the change in other variable, then X and Y are, then those two variables are said to be correlated. Okay, those two variables are said to be correlated. So for example, dear students, please listen here. We are going to buy some things from the grocery shop. So there, if you have to buy some 5 kilogram of rice, means for that we have to pay a particular amount. If you want to pay 10 kilogram of rice, we have to pay more. Okay, so the quantity as well as cost. So quantity is one variable and cost is another variable. So if you increase the quantity, what will happen? If you increase the quantity, what will happen? Yes, anyone please? If you increase the quantity, what will happen? Please give a response. If you increase the quantity, what will happen? If you increase the quantity, what will happen? Delphin, if quantity will be increased, then which one will be increasing? Yes. Come on. So dear students, if the quantity will be increased, then cost will be automatically increasing. Okay. So then we can say that the quantity of rice as well as cost per kilogram. So these two variables are correlated. Then types of correlation. We have type of correlation. So the correlation is classified in the following categories: positive correlation or direct correlation, negative correlation, then linear correlation, non-linear correlation, simple correlation, multiple correlation. Okay. The first one is positive correlation. Positive correlation means one quantity increased, another quantity is also increased, means it is positive correlation. When one quantity increasing, another the related quantity will decreasing means it is negative correlation. Then linear correlation means the variables, okay, variables can, if the variables can be plotted with the help of a graph, it seems to be a straight line, or those points are lying in and around the straight line. Okay. Then fourth one, non-linear. Okay, non-linear means the points may be lies in and around a curve or not a straight line. Okay, curve. Simple correlation, multiple correlation. Simple correlation, multiple correlation means it is when quantity, when one quantity will be increasing or decreasing or changing, many other related quantities are increasing or decreasing. That is called multiple correlation. Next, correlation coefficient. Correlation coefficient measures the amount of linear association between the random variable x and y. It is denoted by gamma or rho. Okay, correlation coefficient means the amount of linear association between the random variable x and y. It is denoted by gamma or the amount for which it correlates with the quantities. Okay, so the correlation coefficient measures the amount of linear association between random variable x and y. It is denoted by gamma or rho. Okay, and properties of correlation coefficient. So gamma lies between -1 to +1. That is -1 less than or equal to gamma less than or equal to 1. Or it can be also stated like this: modulus of gamma less than or equal to 1. Then the second property is the correlation coefficient is not affected by change of scale. Okay, the correlation coefficient is not affected by change of scale. And the third one is if x and y are independent, then gamma is equal to 0. If x and y are independent, then gamma is equal to 0. Independent means correlation coefficient value becomes 0, right? So correlation coefficient is not affected by change of scale. That's the second property. Change of scale. Do you know what you mean by change of scale property? Change of scale property அப்படின்னா listen. So we are having two tabular columns like this. Okay, two tabular columns like this. Here we are having x. Okay, here y. So there are some values: 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so இப்படி இருக்குன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. இதில் some ஏதோ கொஞ்சம் வேல்யூஸ் இருக்கு. Maybe some values அப்படின்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. W செட் அந்த மாதிரி இருக்குன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. இப்போ 1 to 3 கூட நான் காமனாக ஒரு வேல்யூ ஆட் பண்ணுறேன். So I'm adding 2 with each values. I'm adding 2 with each values. So 2 plus 1, we have 3. And 2 plus 2, 4. And 2 plus 3, 5. Then 2 plus 4. 2 plus 4, 6. So this is value. Similarly, you can give some values here also, some 5 or 9 or some other values. So what's the difference between this x values and z value? Only I have increased each value by value of x by 2, so that we can get the value of w. So if we increase பண்றதுனால நமக்கு correlation coefficient affect ஆகாது, change of scale property, right? Next. Gamma xy is equal to 0 means x and y are uncorrelated. If the correlation coefficient is 0, then those quantities are variables are uncorrelated. If gamma x inversely, it is inversely proportional, right? Next, a remark. If x and y are independent, then covariance of x comma y is equal to 0. X and y are independent, then covariance of x comma y is equal to 0. And x and y are uncorrelated. So if covariance of x comma y is equal to 0, then x and y are uncorrelated. However, the converse need not be true. Converse means if x and y are uncorrelated, then x and y are independent. அப்படி சொல்ல முடியாது. Reverse சொன்னா தப்பு. That is what is called converse need not be true. Correlation coefficient. So how to find the correlation coefficient? Okay, there are some 3 or 4 methods given. So first method is for two-dimensional discrete random variable. Okay, this method is for two-dimensional discrete random variable. Two-dimensional discrete random variable. Okay, the first method is for two-dimensional discrete random variable. Right? So suppose we are having correlation coefficient equal to covariance of x comma y divided by sigma x by sigma y. So we have to find E of x, E of y, E of xy, E of x squared, E of y squared. All these things we should have. We should know. In covariance of x comma y is equal to E of xy minus E of x into E of y. Right? Sigma x square is equal to E of x squared minus E of x equal square. Then sigma y squared equal to E of y squared minus E of y the whole square. Next, again we are having some formulas. So actually all these things that you have studied earlier, just I want to recall. That's all. So for finding the E of x in discrete case, we have tried summation x into p of x, and E of y, expectation of y, summation y into p of y, expectation of xy, how to find the expectation of xy, is summation, double summation xy, p of x comma y. Now E of x squared is equal to summation x squared into p of x. Then E of y squared is equal to summation y squared into p of y, right? Method 2 பாருங்க. This method 2 is especially for correlation coefficient, finding correlation coefficient for two-dimensional continuous random variable. Okay, the same set of formulas only, but for finding the expectation value, instead of summation we put integration. That's all. Instead of summation we put integration. Then method 3. See, method 3 is for the data are given in the form of a statistical table. Okay, statistical table. Statistical table na உங்களுக்கு தெரியும். நீங்க 10th standard onwards you might have doing problems. Problem for standard deviation we find, we find the standard deviation and so on. So further the data will be arranged and provided in the form of a tabular column. Such tabular columns are called statistical data. So the data will be given in the form of a tabular column. Data will be given in the form of a tabular column. So let me explain it. So here some values are given. So for that, x and y will be given, especially x and y means X may denote the first set of values and Y denote the second set of values. So that will be given in the form of a tabular column. Consists of two rows. Okay, and you have to form a new tabular column whose columns are X, Y, X minus X bar, Y minus Y bar, X minus X bar the whole square, Y minus Y bar the whole square, X minus X bar and Y minus Y bar, like that. Okay, so you have to form a tabular column with X values, Y values, then X minus X bar values, Y minus Y bar, and so on. Okay, so for that the formula for correlation coefficient is gamma is equal to summation X minus X bar X minus X bar into Y minus Y bar, summation X minus X bar into Y minus Y bar divided by square root of summation of X minus X bar the whole square into square root of summation Y minus Y bar the whole square. Okay. So in this way we can find. Now we are going to concentrate a problem on method 1. Okay, method 1 or problem paakalam. Find the correlation coefficient between X comma Y whose JPMF, joint probability mass function, is like this. It is given like this. Okay. So we can have a table like this. We are having a table like this. So these are all the values of X values. Okay, X values. X values are -1 plus 1, and Y values are 0, 1, and so on. Okay, and actually the given table is up to this only, up to this much only. We have included, I think, sorry. So the table is like this: X takes the value -1, 1, Y takes the value 0, 1, and so on. Here gamma is equal to covariance of X comma Y divided by sigma X sigma Y. It is equation number 1. Marginal first let us find the marginal distribution of X. How to find the marginal distribution of X? So what do you mean by marginal distribution? The values of X, you know. So let me show it. X oda values na ipo separate பண்றேன் பாருங்க. X oda values, the values of X together with its probability is called பாத்தீங்களா எக்ஸும் P of X இருக்கு பாத்தீங்களா. ஸோ இப்படி தனியா எக்ஸும் எக்ஸோட ப்ராபபிலிட்டி வேல்யூஸையும் தனியாக எடுத்து எழுதுனா அதுக்கு அதோட பேர் வந்து marginal distribution of X. Okay, marginal distribution of X. Suppose I am taking the value of Y, listen here, I am taking the value of Y. I am taking the value of Y as well as value of P of Y. It's as well as its corresponding probability. We will be getting like this. The probability values எடுத்து combine பண்ணோம்னா what we get is marginal distribution function for Y. So இதே மாதிரி எழுதுறதா marginal distribution function. அது வந்து next table கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, டீடைலா கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. சரியா? இப்போ வந்து now what we are going to do is we are going to find the correlation coefficient for that E of X, then E of Y, and so on. E of X, this is a formula. So X P of X multiply பண்ணி add பண்ணணும். X ஓட ஒவ்வொரு வேல்யூஸும் அது கரஸ்பாண்டிங்கான ப்ராபபிலிட்டிஸ் கூட மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணி ஆட் பண்ணணும். சரியா? Similarly, E of Y means the summation of value of Y into value of P of Y. And next one is E of X squared. E of X squared means summation of X squared into probability of X. Summation of X squared into probability of x, right? And E of y square summation of y squared into P of y, and some E of xy means, and E of xy. And E of xy means double summation xy P of x comma y, double summation xy P of x comma y. Okay, then we know that covariance of x comma y is equal to the formula for covariance of x. Formula for covariance of x. We have the values of E of x, E of y, E of x squared, E of y squared, E of x, xy, and so on. So substitute here. So covariance become minus 1 by 8. Now sigma x squared is equal to, what is sigma x squared? Variance of x. Already we know the formula for variance of x. E of x squared minus E of x whole square. Therefore, sigma x square become 15 by 16. What is sigma y square? It is variance of y. E of y square minus E of y the whole square. And from this we can find sigma y square. From this, if you want sigma y also. And now the formula for gamma is equal to covariance of x comma y divided by sigma x sigma y, right? Next, method 2, gamma for JPDF, joint probability density function. Density naale continuous. சரியா? Density means it is continuous. Okay, let x comma y be the continuous two-dimensional random variable with the joint probability density function f of x comma y is equal to 2 minus x minus y. Okay, 2 minus x minus y. And 0 less than x less than 1. And 0 less than y less than 1. After this, we are asked to find out the correlation coefficient between x and y. So solution, given f of x comma y is equal to 2 minus x minus y, 0 less than x less than 1, 0 less than y less than 1. So to find correlation coefficient gamma, that is equal to covariance of x comma y divided by sigma x sigma y. So to find the marginal density function f of x and f of y, we have the formula. So f of x equal to integral minus infinity to plus infinity f of x comma y into dy. So substitute the record limits, okay? Limits correct that is given the problem. Then integrate 3 by 2 minus 6. Then f of y, we have the formula and integrate with the proper limits. Then E of x, we know that it is f of y is equal to 3 by 2 minus y. E of x equal to integral x into f of x dx. Okay, just integrate பண்ணுங்க. இந்த மாதிரி இன்டகிரேஷன் நம்ம நிறைய போட்டிருக்கிறோம். E of x squaredனா just we will have x squared here only. அப்புறம் அந்த f of x கூட அதை மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணுவோம். x squared into 3 by 2, 3 by 2 x squared, x squared into x power 3. இந்த மாதிரி போட்டு இன்டகிரேட் பண்ணுறோம். நிறைய இன்டகிரேஷன் போட்டிருக்கிறோம் நம்ம. Next, E of y. E of y, for that we have formula y into f of y, integral y into f of y dy. So we get 5 by 12. Then f of E of y square. So how do you have this E of y square? E of y squared. So integral y squared f of y u. Then E of x comma y. E of xy, you can say. It is xy f of x comma y dx dy, double integration, okay? So we are getting E of xy is equal to 1 by 6. Now we have correlation coefficient, formula for correlation coefficient. Covariance of x comma y divided by sigma x sigma y. And then how to find covariance of x comma y? It is E of xy minus E of x in the E of y. So substitute the values, it is minus 1 by 144. Now sigma x square, that is variance of x, another E of x square minus E of x whole square. Substitute பண்ணிங்க. From that we can find the sigma x. Next one is sigma y squared. You are having sigma y square. We are having sigma y square. Y square means it is variance of y, and it is sigma y. 11 by square root of 11 by 144. Substitute this value in the in gamma. Okay. Covariance of x comma y divided by sigma y. This is substitute the values. We get gamma is equal minus 0.09. Now method 3. Data will be given in the form of a statistical table. Statistical data will be given. So correlation coefficient for statistical data. From the following data, find the correlation coefficient between the marks in economics and statistics. Okay, mark in economics will be given in the first row. So the capital X நம்ம வச்சுக்கலாம். X denote the marks in economics and capital Y denote the marks in statistics. எப்படி கண்டுபிடிக்கணும்னா இங்க பாருங்க அதான் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. X denote the marks in economics and Y denotes marks in statistics. The sigma x minus x bar into y minus y bar divided by square root of summation x minus x bar the whole squared into square root of summation y minus y bar the whole squared. The x bar என்கிறது என்னதுன்னா average of x or mean of x or e of x. And y bar means it is average of y or mean of y or it is e of y. Now x bar na என்ன செய்யணும் எல்லா வேல்யூஸையும் ஆட் பண்ணி எத்தனை வேல்யூஸ் இருக்கோ அத்தனை டிவைட் பண்ணணும். X bar na how many values? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So the 25 28 35 இதெல்லாம் ஆட் பண்ணி 10 ஆல் டிவைட் பண்ணுங்க 32 கிடைக்குது. Similarly we have y bar, okay, y bar values, take all the values of y and add them and divide by the total values. We'll be getting y bar, right? There is 38 here. Now பாருங்க பாருங்க x வேல்யூஸ் எல்லாம் நீங்க இப்படி காலம் வைஸா எழுதுங்க. அங்க ரோ இஸ் x மையும் ரெண்டு ரோல கொடுத்திருந்தாங்க. But you write here the values of x column wise. Okay, column வைஸா எழுதுங்க. y also. அப்புறம் x minus x bar. X bar நமக்கு 32 நம்ம கண்டுபிடிச்சிருக்கோம். ஸோ எக்ஸில் இருந்து இந்த எக்ஸ்னா இந்த 25 இருந்து 32 சப்ராக்ட் பண்ணுங்க. அப்போ -7. தென் 28 பார் -32 -4. 35 -32 3. இது எல்லாத்துலேருந்தும் எல்லா எக்ஸ் வேல்யூஸ்லேருந்தும் ப்ளீஸ் சப்ராக்ட் 32. தென் y minus y bar. We know that y bar is 38. ஓகே, ஒயிலிருந்து 43லேருந்து 38 சப்ராக்ட் பண்ணுங்க. 5. 46 minus 38 8. 49 by 38 11. ஓகே, சிமிலர்லி 39 minus 38 1. இதே மாதிரி ஃபில் பண்ணுங்க. அப்போ இது வரைக்கும் உங்களுக்கு புரிஞ்சிருக்கு. அடுத்தானே இது வரைக்கும் புரிஞ்சுது. நெக்ஸ்ட் x minus x barனா x minus x bar இந்த வேல்யூஸை ஸ்கொயர் பண்ணுங்க. -7 the whole square 49 -4 the whole square 16. then -1 square 1 4 square 16. then 6 square 36. okay, and 2 square 4 0 square 0. இப்போ இது வரைக்கும் கிளியர் ஆயிட்டா? ஃபைன். இப்போ வந்து y minus y bar the whole square. y minus y bar 5 square 25. 8 square y minus y bar தானே 8 square 64. 11 square 121. 3 square 9 and so on. Next, dear students, we have to find x minus x bar and y minus y bar. Already x minus x bar இங்கே இருக்கு. We have y minus y bar here. ரெண்டு மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணுங்க. 7 into 5 minus 35. minus 4 into 8 minus 32. 3 into 11 33. then 0 into 3 0. Like that you can fill all the columns. After that finally you take the total value. Total value எடுக்கிறதுனா சம்மேஷன் போடுவோம். அதான் சிக்மா இப்படி போடும். இப்போ டோட்டல் அதாவது இந்த வேல்யூஸ் அவ்வளோத்துக்கும் டோட்டல் தான் இருக்குது. இந்த y minus y bar the whole square டோட்டல் 398. இந்த x minus x bar and y minus y bar ஓட டோட்டல் வந்து -93. அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட்? -93. Now take distance. Now substitute the values. Substitute the value of x bar. Then substitute one y bar, x minus x bar the whole square, y minus y bar the whole square, and their total summation. We get the answer. Gamma is equal to -0.394. Understand? Now linear regression. There is a topic called linear regression. Definition பாருங்க. Linear regression னா என்னன்னு பாருங்க. Linear regression. For that, first let us study line of regression. If two variables x and y are correlated, then we see that the scatter diagram will be more or less clustered around a curve. Then the curve is called regression curve. Then the curve is called regression curve. வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ரெக்ரெஷன் இந்த டேட்டாஸ் எல்லாம் வந்து இந்த மாதிரி இருக்கும். இந்த பாயிண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் வந்து இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு கர்வ் இன் அண்ட் அரவுண்ட் தி கர்வ் அப்படி இருக்கும். அப்போ திஸ் லைன் இஸ் கால்டு ரிக்ரெஷன். திஸ் லைன் ஆர் கர்வ் ரிக்ரெஷன் கர்வ். இது இப்போ இந்த கர்வ் வந்து இப்படியே ஒரு ஸ்ட்ரைட் லைனாக வந்துச்சுன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் இப்படியே இருந்தோன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. இந்த மாதிரி ஸ்காட்டர் டயக்ராம் இந்த மாதிரி இருந்துச்சு. இந்த பாயிண்ட்ஸ் இந்த மாதிரி ஸ்ட்ரைட் லைனை ஃபாலோ பண்ணி இருந்துச்சுன்னா இது வந்து ரெக்ரெஷன் லைன். சரியா? So if the curve is a straight line, then it is called regression line. If the curve is a straight line, then it is called regression line. So if you and equation of the line of regression பார்த்துக்கோங்க. Equation of line of regression of x and y is given by x minus x bar is equal to bxy into y minus y bar, where bxy is equal to gamma sigma x sigma y. இந்த bxy எப்படி எழுதணும் அப்படின்னா b இப்படி எழுதிட்டு சஃபிக்ஸ் தான், bக்கு கீழே எழுதணும் bxy. இந்த மாதிரி byxனாலும் அப்படிதான், byx சஃபிக்ஸ் தான். And equational linear regression of x and y உண்டு, y and x உண்டு. சரி, equational linear regression of y and x is given by y minus y bar is equal to byx into x minus x bar, where byx equal to gamma into sigma y by sigma x. Understand? பாருங்க, ஃபார்முலா மட்டும் பார்த்துருவோம். The terms of bxy and byx is called regression coefficient. The terms bxy, bxும் byயும் என்னது regression coefficient அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். correlation coefficientங்கிறது வேற, அது காமா அல்லது ரோ அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். ப்ராப்பர்ட்டிஸ் பாருங்க, the two regression lines intersect at x bar, y bar. இது ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்டான ஒரு கான்செப்ட். x bar y bar கண்டுபிடிக்க ஏதாவது வழி இல்லை அப்படி ப்ராப்ளத்தில் அப்படி இருந்துச்சுன்னா நீங்கள் லைன்ஸ் ஆஃப் ரெக்ரெஷன் இருக்கான்னு பாருங்கள். லைன்ஸ் ஆஃப் ரெக்ரெஷன் இருந்துச்சுன்னா அது சால்வ் பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா எக்ஸ் பார் ஒய் பார் வேல்யூஸ் கிடைக்கும். ஏன்னா லைன்ஸ் ஆஃப் இன்டர்செக்ட் பாசஸ் த்ரூ எக்ஸ் பார் கமா ஒய் பார். போத் த லைன்ஸ் ஆஃப் இன்டர்செக்ட் லைன்ஸ் ஆர் இன்டர்செக்டிங் அட் எக்ஸ் பார் கமா ஒய் பார், ரைட்? நெக்ஸ்ட் காமா இதோட வேல்யூ. ஸோ ஃப்ரம் this bxy and byx values also we are able to find gamma. So gamma is equal to square root of bxy into byx. Then note, both bxy and byx are positive, then gamma is positive. Both bxy and byx are negative, then gamma is negative. Okay? Understand? Okay, thank you for your patient listening. We will meet in the next class.